So back in the garage. There's not much progress on the mine lately. Haven't been in the garage in a little bit, so give you guys an update, and I'll let you guys know what's coming to the money. So I've been doing a little bit of sanding on it. I'll go through on another video of the in-depth on what I found under the paint, or whatever you want to call what was on the car. Did finally get the new steering wheel, so I'll be installing that in another video. This video at the end, I know somebody was asking on how to remove these trim pieces right here, so I'll just throw it in at the end on how I removed them. Have them in there now so the glass isn't rattling, but they are. There's no screws in there, so it's just sitting in there for now. But what is coming to the Monte, or what I want to do next, is next I want to do the suspension, clean up the frame, and coat the underbody. I'm not sure what I'm going to use yet. Still looking into that. On the frame, not sure what I'm going to use to paint the frame also. But just a couple options. I haven't narrowed it down to a couple, but I'll get to that later. Before I do the suspension, if you have been looking at G-body suspensions lately, you know everything's pretty much out of stock, unless your pockets are really deep and you go with QA1 and the higher end stuff. I was looking at the BMR and the UMI, just going back and forth on those two. The biggest thing that's stopped me is about a $900 difference between the two. The BMR, the Stage 2 performance kit, is about $2,000. The UMI kit for the Stage 2, both similar, nothing fancy. It will be shocks and springs, not coilovers, but it does have the tubular control arms, upper, lower, front and rear, the sway bars front and rear, shocks and springs. And so the BMR is about $2,000. The UMI is about $2,900, so about a $900 difference. And then the real part is trying to find them in stock. I think everybody's back ordered for like at least 2 months. So I do want to get the suspension down, and like I said, clean up the underbody, brake lines. I'll run those while I'm under there also. So that's what I want to do next with the Monte. And was able to pick up some Blazer spindles. So once the suspension comes in, I'll be doing the Blazer spindles. Won't be doing the Blazer brakes. Got the Corvette brakes, so I'll be using the fronts for now. The rears, I have disc brakes on the rear end I picked up, so won't be using the rears just yet. That's pretty much it. Just a quick update. If anybody's local and they need the seats, just come pick them up. I'm taking up space. But that's just an update on the Monte. Really not doing any work lately on it, so just pricing out parts, trying to find parts. Like I said, the suspension, if you've looked lately and you can find a kit and you're looking to buy one, I suggest getting it, because right now there's nothing in stock. But that's just the update. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I want to do next. Come here. Come. Little shot puppy. But yeah, so that's it. Like I said, I've been working on sanding down the rest of it. I think all that I've left is, or all I've left are the fenders and the roof. I'll clean up the firewall. Still not sure if I just want to go black with the firewall or color match it to the car. So I've seen them look good both ways, but I figured it's already at this step, might as well paint it before I get the brake booster and run the new brake lines. I'll clean it all up. I do have the AC delete plate. I did order that. So I obviously haven't put it on yet, just because I want to clean it up and paint it first. But I think that's enough talk. It's going to be a short video on what I have coming up with the Monte. So like I said, the interior pieces, some of them are going to have to come back out, so I haven't even bothered on finishing that yet. The dash, like I said, I got the steering wheel in, so it's going to be another video. I'm going to have to do something with the threads on the steering column. And just the trim pieces, still have to find a couple of those. But for the Monte, that's it. That's what's coming to it. I'm gonna start with the frame and the underbody. Hopefully able to order some suspension, get the brakes in, the spindles, get all those swapped over, and finish sanding it down and start going over some body work. So like I said, that's pretty much what I plan to do next on the Elko within the next couple weeks or months, depending on how back ordered some of these parts are. But I'll throw in how I remove these trim pieces, and also I'll post on it a couple weeks ago on when the G-Body page is on Facebook. Somebody asked how to remove them. There's two ways to do it. One person told me they had to drop the window, or you loosen up some stuff and the window drops down a little bit farther. My way, I didn't do it. I just throw it in there. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking. If there's any tips or things you guys want to know or want me to focus on while I'm tearing this down and building it back up, just let me know in the comments. But that's it. Oh, and time of the video. Got about 85 subscribers since I've been really focusing on the on YouTube. So want to thank everybody that's subscribed so far, and I appreciate it. And like I said, if you guys need me to focus on something, or yeah, if you guys need me to focus on something with the tear down or while building, let me know, and I'll try to record that stuff and let you guys know what I did. It might not always be the right way, but it works. And then just took these trim pieces off so I can finally start sanding down along here. But yeah, I did get that out. It was a little tricky because the window does block it a little bit. So what I used was this 90-degree screwdriver. Got it in there, loosened up the bolts or the screws. And then once the screws were loose, just backed them out by hands. Did remove little stopper pieces from keeping the windows rattling. You'd have to remove those and loosen this plate all the way up. But that gave me enough room to get the little 90-degree screwdriver in there. That's how I did the door trim, or the window trim. So it's not much, just be careful. It is still tight in between here with that 90-degree screwdriver, so you don't want to back it up too much and start scraping up the window. So just back it out a little bit, enough to either get your fingers on it, or I use some needle nose pliers and just backed it out the rest of the way. But that's it. So now I can finally just finish sanding down the rest of this and hopefully with this weather we're having, get it sanded down all the way, start trading some stuff, and then the weather stays nice, might be able to spray it pretty soon. Just primer at least. But we'll see. But that's pretty much all I came out here to do today, was take this off and probably get under the car a little bit, start removing some more the brake lines and fuel lines. But for the most part, that's it.